Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Wad Pod. And of course, this week we're kicking off episode 31 yet again with another rendition of 2-Minute News. And here's the article. Thank God no one was killed. I believe 10 people were injured, some bumps and bruises, hospital visits, but nothing major. Here's what happened. A bridge in Pittsburgh collapsed early Friday morning and 3 people have been taken to the hospital, according to Pittsburgh Public Safety. The collapse happened on Forbes Avenue over Frick Park, a major thoroughfare in the area. The injuries sustained are non-life-threatening. A team is being deployed to ensure that there are no victims under the bridge, and Public Safety, Pittsburgh Public Safety tweeted. I think they came out and said that there are no people under the bridge. They didn't find anybody. This isn't, when I heard Pittsburgh Bridge, I thought it was like the yellow one, dude, that we see in every photo. And I thought, holy shit, that's some like Batman Dark Knight Pittsburgh Bridge blown up, falling over shit. But this one was just like in the back roads. Like the bridges Megs and I drive on in Pennsylvania every day. We'll get to it in a minute. You know what I mean? Now, we all know PA roads are notoriously bad, and if there's one thing PA we can all agree on is that the roads aren't the greatest. Sorry, I don't know what bug is in my throat. Now, we all know PA roads are notoriously bad. If there's one thing PA we can all agree on is that the roads aren't the greatest. Of course, I just said it. The roads in PA have more bumps and dents and craters on them than my face did in freshman year of high school. Maybe whoever wrote the article, okay, but in high school, we've already talked about it, your boy was looking pristine. So we're not going to compare the PA roads to my face in high school because it's not true. And we're all about the truth here on the Wad Pod. Everything that comes out of my mouth is 100% the truth. Okay? Here's the kicker, okay? This is the best part. This is why we talk about it, okay? Right? We're talking about a bridge that collapsed in Pittsburgh. Pennsylvania roads, we all know we're like the shit state. We're supposed to be the shit, okay? Pennsylvania has the Capitol. We've got Harrisburg. We've got that Capitol building up there. We've got, like, I think some other thing has to do with PA. I don't know because I didn't pay attention in history class. And then we also had, like, I think the Declaration of Independence was signed, like the Liberty Bell, dude, in Pennsylvania. Okay, we forget that that's here. So listen, Pennsylvania is a very historical place. We should be the shit when it comes to the level of states, but we're not. For whatever reason, we're like at the bottom, okay? And our roads are shit, right? The best part about this whole fucking story is the collapse of the bridge comes hours before, literally 37 to 123 minutes, like not a lot of time, before the president, Joe Biden, is scheduled to visit that exact city to talk about his $1 trillion infrastructure bill that includes bridge and road maintenance for Pennsylvania. Hey, what are we doing? You know? We've got the president traveling to to Pittsburgh to talk about fixing up the roads and bridges and maintenance and infrastructure bill for $1 trillion fucking dollars. And minutes before he's set to cross said bridge to get to said meeting about it, the bitch collapses. So I saw a Snapchat from Rob Dyrdek. Rob Dyrdek is now on this, like, not holistic, but like Gary V, look at me. I changed my life from A to Z in the matter of 20 minutes, and now you should all follow my example. I have 600 businesses, so I make $600 million every minute. Ridiculousness takes up 90% of MTV's airtime, but only 4% of Rob Dyrdek's actual life. That's a true fact. Look it up. So Rob Dyrdek is on this thing where he's just kind of talking and chit-chatting. Like, he has no business being on, a Fight Companion with Brendan Schaub and Chris D'Elia. Like, whatever Rob's doing is very interesting. But he had a TikTok, and it said, he came from Ohio, and everyone in Ohio wants you to do the same thing. And this is just like Pennsylvania, which is why I'm bringing it up. We want you to do the same thing. We want you to get the same job, go to the same school. We want you to go to York College. We want you to become an RN. In 4 years, you'll be a nurse. And if you want to be a doctor, great. Go on and do that. But then after that, that's your job, and that's what you're going to do. It's a straight path, normal life, normal path. And, like, it just, I hate that shit. Like, there's only a 3% chance Ollie's going to college. If my son goes to college, he wants to either be A, a brain surgeon, B, the top lawyer in this country, or C, a fucking, like, NASA astronaut, scientist, physics, Neil deGrasse Tyson dude who needs to go to college, okay? If it's anything else, we're watching YouTube videos and maybe hack. Maybe we'll hack it a little bit and take some classes. We're going to hack this education system a smidge. You know what I mean? Listen, here's what I think every 18 to 20-year-old should do before they go to college. If your parents say, hey, you need to pick something and go to college, this is exactly what you should do before deciding whether or not you're going to go to college. First step, I'm going to lose some of you right here. Probably Justin. Kodak's going to be one of them. I'm going to lose you right here with step number one. But step number one, buy a van, okay? Buy a van, build it out so you can live in it, okay? Build it, buy it, learn from it, watch YouTube videos. Once the van's done, you then travel. You drive anywhere you want to go. Colorado, Ohio, California, Florida, Texas, Tennessee, Alabama. Drive there, dude. Go. Experience it. Travel. Make friends. Get lost. Don't use your phone as a GPS. Use a fucking map, okay? Get a job, a part-time job. Go get a job at McDonald's. They don't need to know. You're leaving in 3 weeks. You need some extra money. Go get a job in a small town somewhere, then leave. Drive somewhere else once you get your paycheck. Most places, because of COVID, will pay you the day after you work. Okay? Go to work. Get fired. Quit a job. Find a new job working remote. Make social media posts for somebody. Find a company, have them pay you $100 a week to post on Facebook. It's very, very simple. Okay? Learn a new hobby. Knit, crochet, read a book, go hiking, buy a bike, do something. Okay? You're still on the road. You're living in your van. Okay? You're learning. Rent an Airbnb. Sick of living in the van because it's only 2 feet wide? Get an Airbnb. Go to that town. Travel. Do something else in that town. Make a new friend. Ditch your last friend. Break up with your old friend. Get a boyfriend. Get a girlfriend. Break up with them. Get a new one. Okay? Start a YouTube channel. You have a phone in your pocket. You can do anything you want on that phone to make money online digitally. Start a vlog, blog, podcast. It's done. It's easy. Shut the fuck up and do it. Okay? Live in the van. Get a dog for the van. Drive to an SPCA. Adopt a dog for free. Get them the cheapest food you possibly can afford. Keep them in the van. Learn from it. Train them. Sit, stay, come, pee. Don't piss in the fucking van, dude. Take them out. Travel with the dog. Make it your new best friend. Make more friends. Learn how to start a fire. Write it all down. Start journaling. Maybe write a book. Maybe start a blog on top of your vlog and podcast that you've already started. Okay? Get a Cricut machine. Make t-shirts out of your van. Okay? And then in 2 to 3 years, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 years from now, come back, tell your parents all about it, show them what you learned, and then fucking decide what you want to do with your life. Then decide. That's the only way. The only way to survive in this world is to not go to college immediately after high school unless you are doing a very small finite of things in your career, And if it's anything other than that, 95% of the time, do all that shit I just said. I guarantee you your life will be way better and you have way more experience and way more shit figured out by the time you probably even turn 21. You know what I mean? Start this journey and turn 21 on it. Get drunk with your friends in a state park somewhere in a van. And then fall asleep and then do it all over again the next day. Don't drink and drive, obviously, but you know what I mean? Make it fun. So I just realized I never told the story of how I almost dated a girl who was on the, you know what? I'll tell you where she's from at the end of the story. So stick with me because I swear to God, this is so good. Okay. For all intensive purposes, the girl's name was Rachel. Okay. Shit. No, that's her actual name. Okay. For story purposes, the girl's name is Skylar. And now Skylar and I met in the year 2012. Okay. We're talking 10 years ago. So I'm almost 30 now. 10 years ago, you can figure out where I was at in life. Okay. Skylar was one of the original thirst traps. Okay. She was one of those girls posting in a bikini halfway into the Susquehanna River, posing as a model for some creepy dude who claimed to be a professional photographer at the time. If you, from the years 2010 and 2013, if you had the name model in your MySpace or Facebook profile at the time, I guarantee once time in your life, if you're female, put a bikini on, got in the Susquehanna River, and called some guy who claimed was a photographer to come take your picture. I know 6 of you, okay? So don't deny it. I know at least 6 people I can name right now who have done this. It's great. You know what I mean? And it's at least your MySpace profiles were always on point, dude. You know what I mean? And the photographers were always, and the name of the business was always just the dude's name. It was always something like Dante's Photography. You know what I mean? It was always weird. And they had photographer in their profile. So we're what the fuck? Let's put on some short shorts. Let's pop our pussy a little bit and let our cheeks hang out. Okay. Let's put on a bikini top, hop in the fucking river because the beach is nowhere near Pennsylvania. And let's take some pictures in the woods. Maybe put on a cowboy hat. You know what I mean? Anyways, I was newly single at the time, okay? 2012, I was newly single. I was still living at home, Mom and John. And so I couldn't invite Skylar over to the house. I couldn't bring girls back to the house that I met at BMAX or wherever, college, you know what I mean? My college was too close to the house, so I couldn't live on campus. So it didn't make sense. So I drove to college every day and just stayed with Mom, and that's what it was. So I couldn't bring girls home because it was either I took them to Mom's house and then they're interrogated by Sandy Dunkel, and trust me, no one wants that. No one wants that. So this was all around the time of the 4th of July, okay? Everyone's having a cookout. It's 4th of July weekend. It's the perfect time to make friends with a girl and then go over and hang out and get to know her. You know what I mean? Because that was my plan. I just wanted to be friends, if you believe that for a second. So they're having a cookout, and so perfect time for me to go over. I drink a little, we hang out. I try to get to know this chick a little more and maybe get lucky and smash. Okay? Let's be honest, right? I was in college, okay? That was the end goal. Okay? I'm trying to hook up with this girl. That was the end goal. Now, smidge of a factor here, At this point in time, she did have a 2-year-old daughter. Okay, so we're talking 16 and pregnant. Farrah Abraham. Listen, girl, don't kill yourself just because you got arrested and you went to jail. MTV type shit. You know, I thought, oh boy, how perfect. She already has a kid. I can come in. I can be, the guy who's nice to her kid. We'll hook up a couple times. That'll be it. That's the only reason I was there. Let's be honest. We all know. Okay? So listen. I'm getting ready. I hop in the car, head over. It's lunchtime. It's around 1 or 2 o'clock. Okay? It's a 4th of July party. You know what I mean? Whatever time those happens. I get there. Everything seems to be normal. I meet her daughter. No big deal. Okay? My sister and I basically raised Conla in Asia. I like kids. At this time, I'm 19. No commitment needed. I meet the rest of the family. Okay, everyone was there. They were nice. We eat. We play some card games, flip cup, cornhole, whatever you do at 4th of July when you're almost 2021, etc. I'm in there, right? The family fucking loves me. Name one who doesn't, except for my own. Fuck. So, right, mission accomplished, okay? Daddy's dipping his toes in the water tonight, all right? I'm in. By lunch, I'm in, okay? It's going to be a good night. So the pre-work's already done. And now, at this point in the evening, it's probably 5 or 6 o'clock. Things are winding down. We're all drinking. We're having a good time. And Uncle Kenny, this is her uncle, he says a sentence that will stick with me probably for the rest of my life. Uncle Kenny says, this is word for word, and I know that because, again, I was there. Uncle Kenny says, "Hey, Skylar," this is her name. "Hey, Skylar, why don't you show your boyfriend?" And let me stop it right there. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, she's got decent sized tits. Maybe this is it. Maybe he's going to say, fuck, this is awesome. Okay, respect to Uncle Kenny. Maybe he's going to say, why don't you show your boyfriend your tits in the backyard or something? Like, oh my God, make my night. This is what I think he's going to say. I'm already in. Uncle Kenny's acknowledging me as the boyfriend, and I'm about to see some boobs. Score, winning. That's not what he said. He finishes his sentence with, "Hey, Skylar, why don't you show your boyfriend that episode of the Maury Show you were on?" This episode is brought to you by BarkBox. Give your dog exactly what they want. With our new theme collection boxes every month, your pup will never be bored. Listen, every box, okay, comes with 2 innovative toys, 2 all-natural bags of treats, and a premium long-lasting chew. It takes Lumi hours to get through these things. Other long-lasting chews, it takes him minutes to get through. It takes him hours to get through these. BarkBox is fucking legit, okay? Our pack has your back. With BarkBox's 100% happy dog guarantee, they'll work with you to make sure every order's right. No muss, fuss, or disappointed pups. Now, normally when you sign up for BarkBox, you only get 1 month free. And I said, hey man, what are we doing with just 1 month? So I called Janet. I said, hey lady, give us an extra month. Okay? My listeners need it. So on us, on the WAD Pod, go to barkbox.com/WAD. That's WAWD, barkbox.com/WAD. Okay? The link is on the screen. It's in the description. Just click on that. You're going to get not 1, you're going to get 2 months free. Okay? Your dog is going to be happy for 2 additional free months that you don't have to pay for. Go to barkbox.com/WAD. Get your dog those innovative toys, the all-natural bags of treats, and the premium long-lasting chew every month, and we guarantee your dog will never be happier. Sign up today. Support the show. barkbox.com/WAD. Let's get back to it. And I immediately said, excuse me? hey, he said, hey man, what did he say? What are we watching? Like, I don't get to see your boob. There's no boobs at the end of the sentence. We're watching more. Okay. So at this point in time, I'm going through my mind, maybe there's another Maury show that I don't know about, because I'm immediately thinking the Maury show where Maury has the girl on, then the guy comes down, they show a picture of the baby on the screen, the guy goes, that baby looks nothing like me, Maury. That baby looks nothing like me. And then the audience is all like, bitch, they're booing him, boo, like, that's your baby, like, what do you mean? And then the girl's like, damn, Maury, look at this baby. Look at this baby's eyelashes, Maury. It's got the same eyelashes. And then the guy's like, that's not my baby, man. So, okay, right? That's the Maury I'm thinking. So I'm trying to come up with a possible different show. Maybe Maury is a character on Sesame Street and she was a leading role. And I've scored the best girl. Again, I'm not that lucky in life. And it was the Maury show that we were talking about. Remember, I told you this girl, she has a 2-year-old daughter. I'm okay with that at this point. But now she says, oh my gosh, that would be so great. She grabs the remote, pulls up the DVR, because where else would the episode live? It's not on YouTube. I've looked. It's not on the internet. I've looked through the archives. I cannot find this anywhere except for in 2012. This girl had it on her DVR, and my God, she went to it. She fast forwarded halfway through the episode, because they always do more than one girl on the show at a time. And boy, there she was. She came walking down the ramp. She sat down. Maury said, here we have 17-year-old Skylar with us. And here's her baby daddy, Jeremy, whatever the fuck his name was. The excuse for having the child, basically, and not protecting or paying for a child. First of all, it's all scripted. It's all faked. Like, let's be real. The whole thing was fucking fake. And they told them what to say and whatever. His excuse for not being around and denying his child and needing this paternity test was because he couldn't afford condoms at the time. At the time of having sex with this girl, he could not afford condoms to, properly practice safe sex. So I swear to God, this is all true. So we can, we're watching it. My jaw is on the floor. We're all on the couch, by the way. Uncle, mom, dad, her, the daughter, the cousin, the friend who was there, me. I'm in the middle of this sectional couch, and they're all around me, and they're all looking at me like, look at this. Look, watch this part coming up. Wait, hey, watch this part. Hey, watch. She gets up and smacks him. Watch this, watch. And it's this girl that I'm sitting beside on the Maury show. I'm immediately freaked out. I got to get the fuck out of here, because I can't be with a girl who's been on the Maury show. Okay? I understand. I'm not judging, but my standards are a little smidge higher than that. And I just don't know really how to handle it. So we turn it off. Everyone's laughing. Everyone's having a good time. She's talking about how the producers lied and made her say all this shit and how fake it was and how I shouldn't believe anything. And I'm like, should I not believe you were actually on the show? Was that actually fake? And she's like, no, I was actually there. It was this whole thing. It was so cool. And I'm like, okay, I never want to see you again. And so I left. I left immediately, like 20 minutes after. As appropriately and as less awkwardly as I could, I left her house. I immediately went to college the next day, told my friend Megan this whole story. We died laughing in Mark Crow's class. And she called. She kept calling me. She kept calling and texting me, wanting to know when we were going to hang out again and get together and go on a date and do this. And she was She was worried. She was worried I didn't make it home because I didn't text her again. And I wonder why. But she thought I was dead in a ditch. So she kept calling and calling and texting and calling and texting. Eventually, I had to say, hey, lady, leave me the fuck alone. You crazy. You know what I mean? Like it just, oh man. So I went over to her house and I spent 8 hours with a girl. 8 hours with a girl who was on the Maury Show. I have to this day not seen the footage again, and no one I tell this story to has been able to find the footage. If you can find the footage of that episode, I mean, I'd have to give you like so many more details about like her, and I'd have to look up some things, but like, dude, I couldn't find it. No one around me could find it ever. We had like her name for a while, and it's one of those things that I wish I made up. But dude, I almost dated a girl who was on the Maury Show. Her baby daddy denied the baby. If the world wasn't fucked enough, here's the next story. And this is pretty insane. Here we go. How Mexico's real-life cartel recruits drug mules on Grand Theft Auto 5 online. First of all, how old is Grand Theft Auto 5, dude? Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, I believe, for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, I think. I'm 99% sure. It's like 10 years old at this point. And it's still one of the most popular games of ever. People are still streaming it live to thousands of people on Twitch and YouTube every day. Every day. It's insane. Grand Theft Auto 5. So the Mexican drug cartel, they are using this as their shit. This is how they conduct it. And how old GTA 5 is, did you know someone booted it up on a Game Boy? Some guy, through streaming and hacking and whatever else, is playing Grand Theft Auto 5 on a Game Boy. There's a thing on the screen. You know what I mean? That's how old it is. This is what the story said. Grand Theft Auto players know what it's like working for a Mexican cartel, but they do so from the comfort of their own bedroom, right? Because in the game, the character is, you're working for the cartel, you're delivering, you're a drug dealer. I'm pretty sure in the game, it's Grand Theft Auto, that's what you do, right? So that's, everyone knows, okay? What many don't realize is that real-life cartel recruiters are playing the game and recruiting players for real-life work. Hey, don't sell drugs. Last year, Mexican police revealed youngsters were being recruited by drug cartels over popular video games, including Grand Theft Auto Online, though there was very little in the way of evidence. Okay. Great. So what's the story about? According to a case unearthed by Forbes, it appears that the U.S. has gathered evidence that GTA Online really is a recruitment tool for Mexico's narcotics cartels. In November last year, Customs and Border Protection officials in Arizona were inspecting a Jeep Grand Cherokee when they found nearly 60 kilograms of methamphetamine, the government said. When they asked the driver, Alyssa Navarro, what her story was, she said that in January that year, she had been playing Grand Theft Auto Online when she met someone named Bob. According to a search warrant unsealed last week, after getting to know each other within the game, Navarro said that they eventually started talking on Snapchat and later met in person in Phoenix, investors claimed. The suspect said that Bob asked her over Snapchat, so blah, 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 blah. So Bob then asked her to commit crimes and smuggle drugs over the border. So, I mean, why not? Why not? If you're already playing a video game where it is your sole purpose to A, complete the game, and B, complete the video game, that's what video games are made for, It's your sole purpose to do so. So, of course, they're going to be looking for people who deliver and get drugs across the city on time in a timely manner, because you have to do it in 30 seconds within the game. It's what you have to do. So, of course, they're recruiting on GTA 5. And in other news, I heard that Twitter is recruiting employees via the new Halo and Fortnite Chapter 10. So if you play Halo or Fortnite, you have a chance at getting a job either at Twitter or PayPal. I think they still, that was Jack Dorsey's doing before he left. So McDonald's has a new menu. McDonald's has a new menu coming out. You're hearing it here first, and get ready for this. This is pretty friggin' crazy, and I'm kind of upset that there's no McGangbang here. They're leaning into the combinations, the menu hacks, okay? And it's some of the best work that they've done. You thought the Saweetie meal was good. You thought the Travis Scott meal was good. The Travis Scott meal was actually the best one. I wish that was still on the menu. But you thought the BTS chicken nugget sauce was good. Okay? I'm talking co-creation domination. All right? McDonald's is leaning in. Now, everyone's pissed because they're not doing a McGangbang. Okay? That one's for the streets. Okay? We've had that for centuries. We created that years ago. So if they were to put a McGangbang on the menu, they would owe all of us royalties. Justin, me, our entire generation would be owed $1 for every single one sold. We'd put McDonald's out of business. So that's probably why we're not doing the McGangbang here. But we are doing menu hacks at McDonald's. Let's start with breakfast because it's boring and they're lazy. They're lazy with it. They didn't get creative. All it is a sausage McMuffin with egg. Okay, it's what everyone orders. And a hash brown. That's your order already. They're just being lazy and not putting the hash brown extra in the bag. They're going to put it on the sandwich. So it's just a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich with a hash brown on it. We were doing this already, McDonald's. Okay? Not very creative. Now, this is where we get super fun. Okay? This is what I'm excited for, and I'm going to try it. I'm going to review it right here on this podcast. You better believe. This is called the Crunchy Double, dude. Okay? It's a double cheeseburger, and on the double cheeseburger is a 6-piece chicken nugget with barbecue sauce. So first they toss the nuggets in barbecue sauce, boneless wings, and then they put it on the burger. Okay? Sounds good? Definitely getting one of those. What's driving the U.S. economy right now is online commerce. If you're selling anything online, the only thing you need to worry about is posting to Instagram and managing customer relationships. You know what you don't need to worry about? Shipping. Say it with me. Shipping. Okay? ShipStation.com wants to be your back office. If you sell anything online, from knitted hamster sweaters to custom labeled candles, or even hand-painted cereal boxes, or your own podcast merch that Megs will be making with her Cricut, you need ShipStation.com. Let's be honest. I don't need to tell you that shipping things on and offline can be super frustrating. There's different carriers, weights, sizes, overnight, this, that. So many factors that go into figuring out the best shipping rate for your business, and ShipStation wants to help. ShipStation makes shipping the easy part of running your online store, so you can get back to what you're passionate about: growing your business. Easily import orders from every sales channel: Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Shopify, or your own website, and automate just about any shipping configuration you need, all from an easy-to-use dashboard. Again, you own a business. Grow that fucking business, dude, and let ShipStation handle the rest. Listen, true story. I know a guy. He had a shipping problem, and then it ended his marriage. So you don't want that to happen, do you? No, you don't. With ShipStation, you get access to discounted shipping rates typically reserved for the Fortune 500 companies. So not only is shipping easy, you actually save money, okay? Hey, dude, it's no fucking wonder that 98% of the businesses who use ShipStation in 1 year keep using it as long as they're in business, okay? Have less stress in 2022 with ShipStation. All you have to do is go to wadpod.com/ship. That's WAWDPOD.com/ship with a P. P is in purple. SHIP. wadpod.com/ship. If you get it wrong, you're an idiot. Click the Start Shipping Now button and get the first 30 days on us. Again, wadpod.com/ship. Click Get Started Now, and the first 30 days of service, no credit card required, by the way. First 30 days on the WadPod, we got the bill. ShipStation, make ship happen. That's wadpod.com/ship. The first 30 days on us, no credit card needed to sign up. All right, back to the show. Next up, Surf and Turf, okay? This, again, double cheeseburger, seeing the pattern, double cheeseburger with a full fillet of fish on it. I'm talking the whole bun. So basically what it looks like, there's a picture on the screen, but it looks like a Big Mac, except with a fillet of fish in the middle, not the extra bun patty thing. You know what I mean? So double cheeseburger, fillet of fish. And then last but not least, this is what they're calling land, air, and sea. This is insane. It's a Big Mac, a McChicken, and a fillet of fish served with whoa, dude. Okay, this I didn't know. This is breaking news. The WadPod doing it again. We're posting it before every other fucking news outlet. Get with it. So normally, probably at all of our locations, we're going to get the normal land, air, and sea with the Big Mac, McChicken, and fillet of fish. What's here in the fine print, I'll zoom in, served with a hot and spicy McChicken at select restaurants, dude. I want the spicy, okay? So how fucking exciting is that? A Big Mac with a fillet of fish and a McChicken in it? I'm ready. Meg's almost threw up when I told her the news. She was in the shower and almost had an exact reason to throw up. Dude, 280 Plus Podcast was here last week, and mind you, I am set. This will be our 4th episode of January. Guess what? It's January 30th. I did it. I'm putting out one a week. I'm meeting my goal of 2022, one of them. I'm failing at my other goal, which we're going to talk about in next solo episode. Next solo episode, we're going to bring up some stuff. So dude, 280 Plus was here. Carlos was in the building. I asked him what his rider was, okay? Because we have people here. We want them wearing the fully non-sponsored Jimmy John's Lounge. I want them to be comfortable. So I'm asking everybody, okay? If they're coming here to the WadPod Studios, I'm asking everybody, what do you need? Do you need alcohol? Do you need drugs? Not, the hard stuff, but, medicinal, whatever. Do you need water? Do you need liquid death? Do you need fruit punch, Gatorade, snacks, pizza? Everyone's getting overwhelmed because they don't know what to ask because they're afraid that I'm going to then go spend money on all this stuff, which I am for the most part. But so Los wanted a pepperoni and bacon pizza for in between our episodes because we did 2 that day. Guess what he got in between episodes? A bacon and pepperoni pizza. And so Tyler doesn't have anything on his. Tyler's going to be here on Thursday, dude. I'm so excited. In 3 days, 72 hours, Tyler and Justin will be here. Justin's finally back in studio. He's done building his house. So be on the lookout for that. But anyways, 280 Plus Podcast, Carlos. First of all, thank you guys so much for all your support on his episode, my episode. The clips are blowing up. The episode's blowing up. Our most viewed episode. I said mine was going to be his most viewed on his podcast. So listen, he's got a guy who knows Gary V. All right, listen, I know Gary V. I've just never taken a picture of with him. So his guest this week is going to be a Gary V guy. So he's trying to one-up me, basically. But the views aren't going to lie, okay? The views will be there. And so, yeah, man, he came in. I was nervous. He did ask some hard-hitting questions. We got into a smidge of a tizzy on Instagram. And basically, that was it. We had a blast, dude. My episode was great. His episode was great. Overall, a positive experience with the 280 Plus podcast. We're doing it again. As soon as he realizes that Zoom sucks, he'll be back here, and then he'll probably spend a bunch of money on mics like this, and then he'll just keep coming back. So we're going to do episodes again, obviously. Definitely again, sometime soon, once his ratio, goes back, or the counter or whatever he has going on over there. You know what I mean? We accept everybody on every episode here. Doesn't really matter. No ratio on this podcast. So it was great, dude, man. So shout out to Carlos, shout out to the 280 Plus podcast, shout out to him coming over and recording with me. It was great. It was fun. And he met Megs and Ollie, and we all had fun. Wish Kodak would have been here, though. Definitely wish Kodak would have been here. Last story, and then we'll hit on this. Just, you know what I mean, dude? He's doing it, and he doesn't stop doing it as much as he's not in the spotlight. For the most part, Justin Bieber has become the first to hit 1 billion with a B, 1 billion streams on 10 tracks. Okay, so I'm gonna say it again. Justin Bieber has over 1 billion streams on 10 different songs. Hey, I only have 1,000 streams on 10 different whatever, videos, songs, podcast episodes. So to have 1 billion is insane. Last year, the artist from Stratford, Ontario became the first to have 7 songs surpass 1 billion streams on Spotify, edging past Post Malone. So Post Malone had 6, I guess, 5 or 6. So Bieber passed him with 7. Now, here we are in 2022. Homie's got 10 tracks. Okay? I'm going to go through them real quick. Let's break them down. Sorry. Everyone knows Sorry. Here it is. Right? Okay? He's going to copyright strike me any minute. Stay with Kid Leroy. I play that at every wedding now. Stay is still on my playlist. Stay will always be on my playlist. I helped it get to 1 billion. I love Stay. Stay's a great one. So Kid Leroy helped him there. What else? What else do we have? Despacito, obviously, the song of 2017. Every wedding, every song, every day, every radio station. Despacito. And I mean, look, it says literally right here on the article, every dorm, every club, every house, every car, every barbecue was playing Despacito. It was even heard on the TTC subway with 2 accordion players playing Despacito. So, of course, he blew that up. What Do You Mean? Another good one by the Biebs. Peaches, good one this year. So it's recent. Not this year, but last year, the year before. Peaches. Love Yourself came out recently. Let Me Love You was, I think, the year before that. I Don't Care. Ooh, Cold Water with the Migos. Another fire. Another fire.
For all the times that you rain on my parade, And all the clubs you get in using my...
For those of you who are wondering what just happened, my screen in front of me went black, and then when it came back on, Love Yourself started playing, so I apologize for that. The Biebs must have reached through and got it. Dude, Justin Bieber's a shit. I don't care if he pisses in mop buckets or does whatever. First of all, his wife, smoking. We love her. Haley, she's great. And he's just a great dude. I mean, Justin Bieber is one of those celebrities who right now, because of what he's gone through, I feel like can do no wrong. And he hasn't been. All he's been doing is making music and loving his wife, which is what fucking celebrities are supposed to do. Dude. So, okay, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. Thank you to our sponsor, ShipStation. You can go to wadpod.com/ship. Thank you to our sponsor, BarkBox. You can go to barkbox.com/wad. That's WAWD. And get yourself an extra free month for your dog or your puppy. Lumi loves his BarkBox. And you can go to wadpod.com or wadpod.com /links for all of our links and everything else you need to know to support the show. Follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe on all platforms. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at @wad_pod. Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode. My name's Levi. Listen, we got Tyler coming next week. My goal of doing one of these a week has been met. I know I've been late and it's not consistent, but I put 4 out in January, so fuck you. Tyler's coming next week. I'm hopefully having Paul and Scott on the week after that. I've got another solo episode planned in an Airbnb in Lidditz after that. I've got another episode after that planned in Mexico for my sister's wedding. And just more and more and more coming. This year for this podcast is going to be so freaking huge. We kicked it off with 280 plus. Thank you to Carlos again for being on this platform here with me. My name's Levi. Thank you guys so much. Check it out next week, next episode. Listen to the 280 plus episode if you haven't already. Peace.